Greetings, family. This is Bro C, and I just wanted to tell y'all I'm here in my office out here in LA, and what we doing is we trying to put together. We want to this year. We want to take it to the next level, where we teaching young men on a mass scale how to be men. Right? So many of our young men have no clue what manhood looks like. So what we trying to do, we're going to attempt to do, is give them a picture of what the world expects from them, what they should expect from themselves, what their family probably expects from them, what they should expect from their family, and how to get these things, and the different ways and options they have of doing different things. We got 18 modules really that talk about almost everything that has to do with being a man in today's society. Well, Clarence, why are you doing this? Because many of our young men, our prisons are filled with young men that just did not know, in the graveyard, that just did not understand what is entailed and expected from them as a man. They didn't even know what that looks like. So how could they try to deal with that? And so they ended up maybe doing things the wrong way, or even just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. One of the most critical mistakes that our young men make is making bad decisions. It's a critical thinking lapse, right? And so if they don't know how or what they should be thinking about, the way they should be thinking. They should be thinking, in America, defensive thinking, right? They should have defensive thinking, just like they teach you defensive driving. They never teach you offensive driving. They teach you defensive driving. Well, that's what I'm saying. We need to teach our young men, especially those of our young men that's in the black community, but just all men. They should be getting taught defensive thinking, right? They should always be on the alert for hazards that's out there to try to that will try to take their manhood, or put them as a slave in the prison system, or some other issue that may happen. And many times it all happens over vanity, ego, something silly, something that could be just walked away from. But our men think they have to prove their manhood by standing up to nothing, right? But that's a deeper conversation, which goes into positioning yourself to be sexually selected by females who have a higher beauty appearance. That's what most of this stems back to. But for now, we'll leave that conversation over there. But the main thing is to get these young men information in a way that we can entertain them, but at the same time teach them about how to be a better man, how to avoid pitfalls that most men have to walk into. So we got to if we don't do it, who's going to do it? If the penal system was doing that, we would see a change. But every year, more and more of our young men end up in prison, end up in jail, end up in bad relationships, end up paying child support, end up paying all these different things, or in all these different bad situations. Because why? They're not there. They haven't been taught. Okay, so now we have to put together a program. Who's going to do it? The U.S. government is not going to do it. No offense, right? A lot of benefits being in the U.S. I'm not saying it's not. What I'm saying is, one of the things they're not going to do is they're not going to put together a program to teach young black men how to stay away from making bad decisions and avoid being caught up in the legal system. They're not going to do that, right? So then who is it up to? It's left up to us as older men. We got knots on our head already. We got all those knots on our head. Why should we let that experience go to waste just because we see some of us are doing that because we're trying to compete with the younger men, trying to compete with them to be sexually selected by these women, by the younger women, right? So instead of trying to help them make better decisions, we let them walk off the cliff instead of telling them, hey, it's a cliff there. If you tell them and they still walk off of it, they still walk off it. A lot of them will just still walk off of it, but their blood is off your hands. But here we are, man. We out here, you know, letting our young men be out here doing, you know, walking into all kind of alligator traps and bear traps and whatever. Fox trap. We just letting them walk into it simply because we competing with them to be sexually selected by younger females, right? Which we need to just stop that. We don't need to compete with them. I mean, if a girl's gonna select you, then she's gonna select you. If not, she's not. But why should we let another man, one of our young men, get grinded in the grinder just because we trying to compete? We always trying to. You should have the best version of yourself out there. But when it comes to the point where we're gonna just let our people just walk into death's door, come on, man. So it's on us as men, as grown men. We have to step in there. The U.S. government's not going to step in there. The Army, the Navy, the Marines, they're not going to step in there, right? They're going to teach you how to be a better man, but in a better man in service to America, which is okay. That's cool. But you need to be a better man in service to yourself and your community, right? We got men out here touching their children, touching little kids. Why? Because they don't understand what they're doing, right? They don't understand that sex has a purpose, and used in the wrong way, like anything used in the wrong way, somebody may get hurt, right? You putting in a light bulb, you could get a ladder, right? Which is the purpose of the ladder is to increase your altitude in a safe way. Or you could go get a chair. Oh, the chair's right here. I'm going to use a chair. But the chair ain't for doing that. But you could use it. But you might get hurt. You might put too much pressure on that chair, put too much leverage on that chair, and then you might get hurt. Well, that's what we doing. Our young men are doing so many different things, and it's purely, like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, my people are dying in the streets for a lack of knowledge, just a lack of knowledge. You just don't know. And you don't know, you don't know. Don't know, you don't know. But hey, I have put this together, and now we're ready to start trying to have classes. Who should be in these trainings? Any young male from age, I would say, 15 and up could be in this class. There's no cap on it, but definitely at the age of 15 or up, because we deal with a lot of issues that young black men have to deal with that are unique to them, right? There's certain things that they have to deal with that other people don't have to deal with, and we not only do we teach young black men, we teach all men. So, but there's issues that are unique to them in particular that, hey man, it is what it is. And if ain't nobody gonna tell you, then how would you know? How do you expect a person to just automatically know how to be a good man? But that's what a lot of people think, right? You're supposed to automatically know how to be a good man. A lot of these men came up in foster care. They came up getting violated. They came up through the youth authority. They came up through all kind of different situations where manhood wasn't emphasized. Survival was emphasized, right? They're in a situation where that survival, they're on the street, they're living homeless. Survival is what they focused on, not right, wrong, how to be a good man. That was never taught to them. Therefore, oh, well, Clarence, you're just making an excuse for their bad behavior. I'm not making excuses. You the one paying your taxes going to these prisons. They're taking money from you, not me. I ain't taking no money from you. These kids my children ain't pulling nobody out no car. I can tell you that for a fact. But these kids out here, man, these kids that I'm talking about, they're out here pulling you out of your cars. pulling people out their cars. They doing identity theft on you, right? They jacking you at the ATMs, right? They group breaking into your stores. They're breaking into so many stores now. The black community is like a ghost town. Like a ghost town, right? Only people that can make money in the black community is the Asians that come in or the Arabs that come in and sell you everything you need to die, right? No offense to the Asians, no offense to the Arabs, but it is what it is, right? Anything I'm saying, you can come prove me wrong. But most of the business in the black community, outside of Atlanta, Georgia, most black communities, the Asians own all the stores. Not to say they bad people, but I'm just saying it's a portion of them that own most of the stores in the black community, and they sell us stuff that's not too good for our health. Hey, you're against the Asian. I'm not against Asian. I'm not against nobody. Get your money. But the truth is the truth. Don't get mad at me for telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. They're smart enough to not let black people come and open up stores there. They wouldn't let us go over there and sell them tainted rice or tainted food that would cause them injuries. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't let us do it. But we let them come over here and do it. A portion of them. I'm not going to say it's all Asians, but it's a portion of them, right? They're doing what they can do. But what I'm saying is, if we don't know, we talk about the diet. We talk about, skill building. We talk about education. We talk about all these different things, man, and how to apply it to your own life, your unique situation, so that you can deal with what's coming at you, right? How you set up your own value system. Most people's value system is money, cars, women, right? That's most guys, right? You can't talk to me if you ain't got money, car, and women. Then I will respect you because you got money, cars, and women, right? Okay. That's it. But how's that value system working for us? Is that a positive? If it was positive, I'd have to say, well, man, but that's not working for us. We got a serious problem. And that serious problem is our young men. Our young men they're not, for the most part, not getting to see what good men look like, men of integrity, men of trying to be good men. They don't get to see that too often, right? They definitely don't. And where would they see it? Do they see it on television? No. If you look at black men on television, most of the shows, they either selling drugs, homosexual, or they either selling drugs, they're homosexual, or trying to be both, right? Trying to be one or the other, even working towards it, right? You never see no strong heterosexual man. Not to say that being homosexual is bad, but I'm saying there got to be a balance out there, right? Every character can't be a drug addict, a drug dealer. Every character can't be homosexual. We got to have some men that are just, not dealing drugs, but at the same time they heterosexual and they have some strength. But you won't see that on national television. So where you gonna see it? Come on see your little brother. We put together a program. We got it all set up now. We just got to put it in. We got to put it into time periods that make sense. But we got all the information here. We got it. You just set up a seminar with us where we could talk about. We can go through the whole thing. We can give you parts of it. We can do it. We can do it how you want to do it. Bro, see, ain't I'm not out here trying to make $1 million. I work like you work. I work like you work. If I could do this full time, I would. But I work like you work. There's a lot of information our men have. And this is just the basics. This is basic manhood training. This is basic. There's so many other things. We talk about money, budgeting, credit cards. I mean, we talk about all this stuff. Why? Because these young men, they don't know. Many of them, they don't know. They've been raised by single moms, or they might be raised by two-parent household, but they just don't want to listen. Sometimes, man, the kids are so rebellious that they just they would rather listen to the information coming from somebody else. Exact same thing the parents saying coming from somebody else. That's why we need to be a village, man. We need to take care of each other and try to learn. One of the things another thing what we teach is situational awareness. We're gonna teach situational awareness, how to look at your perimeter, your surroundings. We got a perimeter around us. We got a radius that we need to make sure that people are not within that radius. If a person that you don't know like that comes within that radius, because there's a radius where for family and friends, they can breach that radius, right? Your wife, your children, your sister, your brother, your family members, your friends, right? They can breach that radius, and you're going to be like not on guard. But if somebody you know, you should give them a 5-foot radius. They say, "Oh, Clarence, no, it's 3 feet." No. 3 feet was old. 5 feet. You give somebody a 5-foot radius where if they breach that 5-foot radius to try to talk to you or try to communicate with you, you should be on the alert. You should be always on the alert, but your senses should be heightened. Why is this person getting this close to me? And are they close enough to be able to deliver something that I'm not expecting? So now I should be prepared for the fact that this person is that close. These are things our young men are learning. Then they learning how to fight. Okay, you can learn how to fight. But in the street, it's either survive or don't survive. When you win a fight in the street, nobody comes out running out with a trophy, and the girls don't get up under your arms and take pictures with you. You either go home or you don't go home, right? So, you should study some type of martial art, in my opinion, to defend yourself. On top of that, you should get some type of weapons training. That's just me. You should be prepared for this society is so wicked. Anybody could try anything and try to put you in some type of trick, and any type of situation could pop off. These are things that we got to teach these young men. They don't know, man. They go out there and so guys that want to take advantage of them, what's the first bait they're going to use? They use a little girl. They use a girl to get the dude to come over. Hey, meet me at the hotel. The girl say, meet me at the hotel. And like dummies, some of our young men go up there. I'm not going to no hotel. I don't know this girl. I'm not going up there. Oh, but Clarence, you're going to miss out on all this sex. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. But see, that's what I'm saying. We got to get to a value system, man, where our young men don't value the things that this world value. They value sex and money. And that's what they value. And the accolades of other people. I'm somebody if all these other people say I'm somebody. Who cares what they say? But that's a personal thing. But I think the less we're concerned about what people think about us and what they say about us, the more we'll be ready to do whatever we need to do to fulfill our dreams, right? How you going to go out here and you scared, oh, this person going to find out about this. Let them find out. So what? So what? Who ain't got no closet out here, right? We all got a closet. We all got skeleton bones in them closets, man. The person that's talking about your closet, they got a closet. They got a closet back there. But see, we trying to judge people. That's what I'm saying, man. The value system that this world has given us, it's no good. It doesn't work. It doesn't work if you want to be happy. The only happiness you can find is chasing the things that they say makes you happy. They say you have money, that makes you happy. They say you got a big house and big car, that makes you happy. They don't say nothing about love. If you love somebody, right? Then you know what they say? You struggling. You struggling, right? The Quran said, struggle is ordained for you, O you who believe. Right? Struggle is ordained for you. We ain't gonna get through this life without no struggles. Right? We're gonna be tried. Oh, you who believe. You're gonna be tried, right? You're gonna be tried. Something of fear, something of hunger, something of death, right? We're gonna be tried. So don't it's not the fact that the challenge is not gonna come, right? Because people think if you could adjust your value system to, like, because if you believe in God or you have some type of spiritual belief, oh, you ain't gonna have no challenges. That's false. On the contrary, the difference between a person that has a spiritual belief and a person that don't is they both gonna have the challenges, but the person with the spiritual belief got something. When them challenges start rocking you really hard, and you trying to brace yourself because it's coming hard and fast. When all that's said and done, when the dust clear, you got a spiritual belief to pull yourself back up. Where this person, instead of the person that don't have a spiritual belief, what they would do, or they don't have a true spiritual belief. They may say, "Oh, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm a this, I'm a that," but you could tell a tree by the fruit it bear. When the winds start blowing and they start trying to hang on, and then when the winds die down, the person with the spiritual belief can climb up their spiritual belief, get back on their feet, and keep moving, right? This person gonna have to find another person to climb up off of them, make them feel bad, and stand up on top of them. That's how you know, man. See, I got so much information to give to our young men, but hey, a lot of them don't want to hear it, right? They look at Bro C, man. Bro C, what do you mean? You just go sit down in a wheelchair somewhere, right? No, man. Where's my stick? You know what I'm saying? No, man, Bro C is still training. Bro C is still training to try to make sure that at every point I'm going to be able to do what I need to do. I'm training. I'm a student for life. I'm a student for life on everything. All this information may change in 10 years, right? I'll have to come out with another manhood class, right? But for now, this is the training. I thought about it. This is all of the things that need to be addressed just in the basics, right? Young men don't know how to buy life insurance. You don't even know how to buy life insurance. You don't know how to buy stocks. You don't know what to do with a 401k. You don't know what to do. Go out here and get a job, man, and you spend the first 10 years wasting 401k money. Wasting employer match money. That's money that the employer giving you. But we waste it because we just don't know. Family, I want our children to do better, right? I think the black community has definitely been pinpointed what they call marked for death, right? And I know that if they can't kill us, then the next best thing is to enslave us, right? And see, you looking for physical chains, but no, you got the mental chains. These are mental chains. They chain you to the idea that money makes a man. They chain you to the idea that having a bunch of women, crazy women in your life, that makes the man. No, let me tell you what a man is. A man is somebody that can decide and think for himself and say, this is no good, this is good. Our children are making horrible decisions, and especially the men, we making horrible decisions because we don't know no better. So when you don't know better, the only way you can make things decide is to decide based on your emotions. That's the only way you can do it. You don't have no reference point to say, oh, yeah, Bro C told me this. Bolo told me that. Rico told me this. Hink told me this. You don't have no reference point of men, solid dudes, that's telling you what to do. You got these Negroes in the barbershop saying, do this. Yeah, if a woman do you, go upside her head. Right? It's equal, we're equal. Go upside her head. I mean, just, we don't know how to deal with different situations. And this world is always changing. It's always changing because it's different situations happening. Right? 20 years ago, there was no internet. Now you got internet, man. You can see everything. You can see whatever you want. Whatever your heart desire, good or bad, you can see it on the internet. So what does that mean? With more choices comes needs more discipline needs to be applied. So these children, a lot of our young men don't even know how to be disciplined. They don't know how to be disciplined. They're just out here running around wrecking balls, thinking that they're supposed to be a 24-hour, 7 days a week, constantly trying to get sex from some type of woman. That's what they're supposed to do. They have accepted that role as a sexual deviant, that's what they're supposed to be, right? Come on, man. So they got to have somebody like myself and the other brothers come out here, man. We got to tell y'all and tell these young men, man, you don't have to be a sexual deviant. You ain't got nothing to prove. You think I got something to prove? I ain't got nothing to prove. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. Claire, we got to see your... Come on, man. Either you hear what I'm saying or you don't, right? Either what I'm saying makes sense or you don't, or it don't, right? I ain't gonna put no curse on you. Ooba dooba 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 dooba. Curse on you for not listening. That's on you, man. You gonna get. I'm just telling you what mathematically makes sense in the world we living in today. I don't put curses on people. I don't ask God to strike people because I don't ask you for nothing. You gonna earn your own. I mean, if God's way is this way and you go the other way, of course it's gonna be problems that way, right? It's gonna be problems going God's way. But at least you got God to help you understand what's happening and do better and pull up on, right? This way you ain't got nobody. You got the devil. The one thing bad happened, they say, oh, don't worry about that. Let's go to, and they get you another bad thing and another bad thing, another bad thing, another bad thing. Before you know it, you lost all your self-confidence, all your inner pride as a man, everything. Now you feel like, well, I don't came this far being a wicked person. I might as well stay that way. That's how a lot of our people get caught. Beloved, we're going to put this program together this year. We have it. I got it. Plus, I got some helpers. Shout out to Bolo TV. Shout out to Rico Young. Shout out to Hink 75. Just a few of the people I got trying to help me. But I got a lot more people behind the scenes. A lot more people behind the scenes that y'all don't know. But I'm going to put them on blast. I'm going to put when we actually get things rolling, I'm going to put them on blast, man. People that you don't know that's in the background there that just send Bro C some money, man. They just send me money. People like Danique Anthony and Anderson the Great and a bunch of other people, man, that just send me money. I don't even be on the air. They'll just send me money, right? Here, Bro C, take this. You know what I mean? And other people, I can't name everybody, but it's just a lot of different people that try to help. But my health is a lot better so that I can get more into it now. I'm still working on that too as well. That's why you see me training. I got my sticks, I got my weights, I got my jump rope. I'm trying to get back into, being healthy all the way around. So I'm trying to practice what I preach. I ain't out here trying to, and that sounds perfect. I make mistakes too. But if I had known all of this stuff, if I had known all of this 30 years ago, I might have could have used some of this to stay out of a lot of the issues that I had, right? But, God had a purpose for me. Maybe I had to go through that stuff to learn that, you can't judge. You can't judge. I'm not a judge of anyone. Can't judge anyone. Can't judge anyone. You see brother out there, young brothers out there selling drugs, little sister out there selling their body. I can't judge her. Only thing I could do is try to help. Try to point, hey, brother, sister, there's a better way of living. Brother, there's a better way to living. He might not even listen at that point, right? It might be 5 more years before it actually click in his head. Hey, you know what? I remember that old head told me something. Yeah, man. That's what, maybe I should look into that. Right? But my point is, family, nobody's coming to save our people. Right? No organized government is coming to save our people. Let me put it like that. Right? God has given us the tool. No, so which one of us is going to answer the call? Which one of us is, the ground is ripe. What do you say? The harvest is ripe, but the laborers are few. Who's going to stand up? Because this ain't a job where you're going to get rich. Right? This ain't a job where you're going to get a whole bunch of girls. This ain't a job where you're going to get a whole bunch of friends in government. This ain't. So you got to be real grounded in yourself and understand the purpose that you got and the job we got to do. You got to be happy with that. That got to make you happy. The job itself got to make you happy. Because if it don't, but family, I just want to tell you what's coming in 2024. The manhood class. We got it. We got all the information. We got it. We got it moduled up. 18 modules. Everything they need to know, from money, relationships, career and jobs, entrepreneurship, virtue, skill building, work ethic, mutual respect, no means no, survival, self-defense, diet. I mean, everything, man. Everything they need to consider just starting out there, man. They need to know all of this stuff, man. They need to know, what is that? They need to know critical thinking, man. Thinking for yourself. Hey, man, come on, let's go, and we're going to rob this liquor store. I mean, some of our young men don't understand. They think if the guys don't think, the guy's going to think I'm a chicken if I don't get in that car. Which would you rather have? The guys think you a chicken, or the man that's going to be in the cell with you thinking you a chicken? See, but we got to teach our young men how to critically think. They think based on the emotional state. No offense to the women, but that's usually how women operate. But we as men, we're not supposed to think from an emotional state. We're supposed to be able to look at the total picture. Yeah, we scared. Yeah, we afraid. Yeah, we don't have enough guns. Yeah, we don't have enough ammo. So how are we going to do this in a situation we in? See, that's how we supposed to think. We ain't supposed to go, oh my God, we don't have everything. Let's run. Certain battles you can't run from. You can't run from yourself. And you can't run from evil. Evil's going to be here. The only thing is you got to be able to thwart it and make evil turn away from you. There's nothing we can do. To have good, we have to have evil. We have to have both sides of it. They both have to be present in this dispensation so that the world can work the way it's supposed to work. Look at your car battery. You have to have a positive and a negative. You can't just have the positive and your car start. It has to have the positive and the negative. There's a duality in almost everything. Why? Because everything is made of atoms. And you have to have the atom is based on a positive a positive, a proton, a neutron, and an electron. And a proton has a positive charge, neutron has a negative charge, and the proton has a positive charge, the neutron has a zero charge, and the neutron has a negative charge. Right? That's the basic building blocks of this universe. A positive and a negative. Right? If we don't understand that as it relates to this physical world we living in, you think, man, because you doing good and you a good person and you treat people right, evil's not coming your way? Of course it is. Of course it is. It's probably going to start running fast at you. But we gotta hold on to God's unchanging hand, as they say. But that's another story. Family, we got all the stuff that we need to teach our young men. We got qualified men to teach this. One of them qualified men is myself. I've been through hell and back a couple different times, right? So I think I am very qualified to teach young black men the basics of manhood. I'm very qualified. And the people that I named that's in this video with me, we're very qualified. We got enough bumps on our head together that we can teach young men. We can teach these young men. All right, family. So that's just an advertisement for what we're going to try to do at our channel. Let's Talk to Better Black Life. We have some other things that we're trying to do, but this is one of the things, is to have a manhood class. And maybe we'll try to put some of those on, on the channel so you guys can see what we're doing. Because those of y'all that even want to donate to us so that we can get out there and make it happen, feel free. You know what I mean? And thank you. But help us if you can. Maybe donate ain't your thing, right? Just, share. Just share. Just share with any place that's looking to have men. I mean, do you have daughters? Don't you want the kind of men that for them to be able to choose from? I got a granddaughter, man. I'm setting the bar for the type of guy she gonna look for. I'm trying to set that bar now. We gotta develop men that are going to be worthy of marriage and being with our daughters. Right? Well, damn, the U.S. government ain't gonna do it. Single parenthood doesn't seem to be doing it on a big enough scale where it's going to affect the people. So who we gonna have to teach? We're gonna have to step in and teach. So I want to be able to teach this to at least graduating seniors. At least seniors. Somebody in 12th grade, they should be going through this course. Any young man in the 12th grade should be, at the beginning of the 12th grade, they should be going through this course. And let us feed them the whole year. Feed them, feed them, feed them, right? We can do this, man. But we have to get in agreements with each other. We can't hate on each other. We can't say, oh, well, Clarence came up with that. I ain't, man, I'm going to hate on him. No. Say, hey, Clarence did that. You know what? Before I put some money in that, I got to see how it works. Because I've been seeing people asking for money and they don't do it. They say, okay, well, let's see what Clarence do. I'll share it. Let me share his thing. Just share it. Just share this with other people so that they can see it. And if they want to help us, let them help us. Right? Because I'm telling you, man, bro, see, I'm willing to talk to anybody that's willing to listen. But Clarence, a lot of these guys ain't going to want to listen to you. They probably not. That's okay. But their blood is off our hands, brothers and sisters. Their blood is off our hands. We tried to talk to them. Anyway, family, please share this. Clarence, I don't know if I'm going to give you some money. Don't give me no money. Don't give me no money. Just share this with enough people that I can start getting these young men in here, and we can start teaching them on a regular basis, so that they got a reference point. Right now they ain't got no reference point. Like I said, you look on TV, man, every black man is either gay or a drug dealer or some type of criminal or trying to be that, right? I ain't got no hate for none of those things. I know why men are doing those things. But the point is there should be a balance. Okay, you gave me a gay dude. Okay, cool. Now you gotta give me a good gay dude. He's a good dude. He's gay, but he's a good dude, right? He's got an alternative lifestyle, but he's a good dude. Okay. You gotta give me a heterosexual good dude. You gotta give me a heterosexual good dude. You gotta balance it off. Right? Okay. You gave me, Ghost. Right? You gave me a drug dealer. Now you got to give me a doctor or, a taxi driver, some dude that's trying to do his thing. You got to balance this off, man. We can't just have constantly just gay dudes and criminals. We just can't. Those, okay, we got those. But now we got to balance everything off, man. We got to balance everything off. Every black man you see on TV, they got some kind of situation, problem, issue. There ain't no good, solid dudes out there no more. I mean, in Hollywood, Hollywood Rose. What happened to the strong father? That was the foundation. That's the patriarchy. That's the patriarchy. So you got to have Medea be that person, right? Everything is off. It's upside down and inside out, brothers and sisters. I'm just asking for balance. I'm not telling you to take away the gay character. I'm not telling you to take away the criminals. I'm just saying, let's balance it out with good black men. But that'll never happen. You're never going to see good black men on television anymore. That's dead. That's over. Nobody wants to see a good black man. Nobody. That's so boring. Nobody wants to see that. Right? And most of the people that watch TV, they don't even know what a good black man looks like. So if they saw something like that, they would say, "You're being unrealistic. That ain't black men," right? Right? Anyway, family, I'm just here to try to help our young men so that your daughters and we can make our streets safer. And we can have your daughters having good men, man, solid dudes that they can choose from to decide if they want to marry or not, right? Or get involved sexually with somebody. Why should your daughter get involved sexually with a man that ain't gonna do nothing but use and abuse her? Why should any of our daughters get mixed up with a man like that? But if that's the only thing they got to choose from, they got to choose from the best food that's out there. No, man. So now you can't say you didn't know. I couldn't do nothing about it. I can't do it. Now you know. Did Brother Clarence ask me for money? No. I did not ask you for no money. That's a decision you got to make. If you think we're doing something that you can help us do, fine. But I'm not asking you for no money. I'm asking you to share this video. Share this video with other people that are interested in making the black community a safer place, making it so that their daughters have men of substance to choose from. But we're not going to get there if we don't teach them. We got to teach our young men. Our young men have been taught by the television and the internet. They need real teaching from real men. Anyway, beloved, thank you for listening, and please share this video with anybody you think would be interested in helping black men become better. Thank you. Peace.